can't imagine that they're not afraid of the Mindskinner. The Mindskinner... Oh, well... Okay, it's not that bad, though. I mean, what are they gonna really do? Like, just... Okay, my Mindskinner still has 7 power, baby. We do not care about the Jace weakening it. We go for Bitter Triumph. This is gonna be absolutely sick. Next, our win condition is going to be milling them out. We have just enough for this. Let's discard the Mindbreaker. We're gonna discard that. And now we're gonna go for the Mindbreaker from the graveyard. Oh, that's so sick. They already know. Ladies and gentle mages, civilians across the multiverse, welcome back to another episode of Man to Man, and today we've got a juicer for you. So we got a lot of mind stuff you'll quickly notice in this deck. We got Mill. Is Mill back? I think it is. Let's go ahead and dive right in, baby. I'm gonna start off with the Mindskinner. This card is absolutely insanely sick. When I first saw this, I knew that we had to brew with it. So the Mindskinner can't be blocked. If a source you control would deal damage to an opponent, prevent that damage, and each opponent mills that many cards. I mean, just absolutely sickening. So you kind of can already see what we're doing here. We're obviously just trying to mill the opponent out. Pretty straightforward, but with the Mindskinner, or the source you deal damage to an opponent, prevent that many damage, whatever, blah, blah, blah. So we have the Mindbreaker. Obviously, the Mindbreaker is just a pair made in heaven. Now, you do have to be very, very blue conscious of this deck, but with the kind of like the cards like the Gloomlake Verge, this new one, this is actually just kind of like it gives blue. Like, so it's kind of different than it's different from the Underground River in that this can only give, you know, like colorless land, like some other or colorless mana. But this one actually can give you blue, so like we actually don't really mind that because obviously the Mindskinner does cost 3 blue specifically. So just do keep that in mind before you go in for anything else. The end, we'll get into that in a second here. But with the Mindbreaker, obviously with Unearth, you're gonna mill half their library rounded up, and then when it actually hits, you're gonna be able to do another 6 mill with the Mindskinner. So the Mindskinner and the Mindbreaker, I guess that's, you know, we're just gonna blow our mind here. Speaking of minds, we got the perfected mind with Jace, because obviously Jace gets to mill. Just 3 times X cards, pretty freaking sweet. And you know, obviously we just like, I mean, I would probably run like 6 Jace if I could, to be completely honest with you. But let's go ahead and you'll notice, I guess we'll kind of get into this like early interaction stuff here. We do like the Mindbreaker in our graveyard typically, so that's kind of why we're running Malcolm. Malcolm's just a wonderful card. If you have like the Phantom Interference and the Malcolm, that's a nice little 1-2 punch there, because you're never really sweating. You get the luxury of waiting for your opponent to do something, then you go for either Malcolm or Phantom Interference. Nice little combo there. But Malcolm also discards the Mindbreaker because we want to unearth it. We also have the Bitter Triumph. The Bitter Triumph also can discard because we want this in the graveyard yet again. And then last but not least, we do have 3 steps ahead. We do run some counter magic. We've got 5 counters here. Phantom Interference with the 3 steps ahead. The 3 steps ahead can also, yet again, draw 2 cards, discard a card, because we want this Mindbreaker into the graveyard. Very, very important. So let's go ahead and let's address the other cards that may be a little bit awkward here, or seemingly awkward or weird. Anoint with Affliction. That's right. Exile target creature as mana value 3 or less. That's basically what we're going to be doing. We do not have corrupted or poison counters whatsoever. And the end is also just going to be exile target creature or planeswalker. Search its controller's graveyard, hand, and library, and just get rid of them forever. So why are we running this? You'll notice in the video, I think there's only like 1 match. I think there's only 1 match where I was running this kind of shell here. But I had like the Overlord because it's an enchantment. I also had Nashi because whenever it deals combat damage to a player, you're going to mill that many cards and get like, you know, legendary enchantments. And I really wanted to delve into the enchantments because the Mindskinner is an enchantment, obviously. This Overlord is. And the Virtue of Persistence was the big thing. So with the Nashi, you're going to snag the Virtue of Persistence, and then you can get, like, you know, obviously, it's like a way that you can snag removal, but with Mono Red, this is the whole point. Mono Red is everywhere. It's good. It's here to stay. Mono Red is crazy, so I went ahead and just ditched all of this. I just ditched all of it so that we go in for 4 Anoint with Affliction and 2 the end. And I'm actually even thinking about going for 3 here, but the reason I'm doing this is because these cards exile. You have to exile Mono, because it's not even good enough. It's literally not even good enough to kill the Mono Red creatures. That's how good this does. They have Felonious Rage, and they have Turn Inside Out. And again, when you do that and they have the ley line, even if they don't have the ley line, but especially if they do, when you kill the creatures, they just come back stronger. It's just like, oh man, it's just so hard to clear the board. So that is the reason why we're running Into the Flood Maw. Into the Flood Maw kind of stalls them out. It doesn't kill because again, those two cards make it impossible to win. You can't kill them. You essentially just can't. Anoint with Affliction and the end is just going to exile them, and that just makes the world of a difference. So I do think the exile is very necessary in this meta. The meta is ever shifting, and like I said, we have to figure out new ways to kind of balance around the mono red. So we got the bounce. We do have one kill spell. I mean, you know, there are other decks other than mono red here, but typically we got the end Anoint, Affliction, and Liliana is here too, because Liliana just helps you discard the Mindbreaker as well. So pretty straightforward deck here. Again, I did tweak it. You'll notice those kind of cards. That's why, again, it's just because of mono red. We kind of had to like, you know, we kind of like wipe all that away, and then we're just going in for like the Mindskinner, exile early and often Jace to finish it off. So as always, we're going to give a shout out to the Mana Rocks. The Mana Rocks are the patrons and the YouTube channel members that do help out the channel financially, and it means the absolute world to me. Again, not really much else to say here other than the usual cliches. Thank you so much. Consider joining the channel. That would help me out in my journey as a content creator. It is my dream to become a content creator full-time, and very far away from it, but we'll enjoy the ride up and we'll continue faking it until we make it. But do just keep in mind that only you can help protect the Aether with me, so make sure to leave a like on the video. The button looks just like this, and without further ado, let's get ready to vanquish some enemies. Blue Forest, how you doing here? We'll go ahead and keep this. Looks pretty good. Blue Forest gives me some serious Simic vibes, and Mortuary, that is more Golgari. That's not really Simic, but I'll let it go, Blue Forest. I'll let it go. So let's go ahead and fix up our hand here. Looking pretty good. I mean, it's turn one. It can't look that bad. As long as we're not playing red, I mean, come on. It can't look that bad. That's why we're kind of packing these. So here's one of those times where we would rather have cut down than disfigure, but I don't think it really matters that much, to be completely honest with you. So I don't think the archaeologist is. Ooh, there's the Mindskinner. We absolutely love that. I guess it doesn't really matter. I guess we could go for the Underground River in case we wanted to double disfigure, because I don't think life's gonna be that big of a deal. Nah, it's not gonna be that big of a deal, because the Verge can only give black if you have an island, and we do not right now. So I think the Underground River's fine. We're not really worried about our life total in this matchup. Again, this is not mono red. So let's go. Hit my face, baby. First blood's first blood. Gotta hand it to him. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Let's go ahead and counter the Jace. I don't know what they got going on here, but I don't. We're supposed to be running the Jace. So let's say that's an easy no. And no matter what happens, we're going to go out and get out the sickest card. In my opinion, one of the sickest cards in all of Duskmourn, the Mindskinner. Let's go. 10-1. Whenever I deal damage, we're going to mill you out. Now, I know we kind of actually help this deck out, because they kind of want stuff in their graveyard, but, like, it's still our win condition, so I'm still going for it. No, don't. Oh, Virtual Persistence is what it is. Okay. No Mindskinner, at least for now. Oh, baby! Oh, baby, speak of the devil. Another Mindskinner. We absolutely love that. Yeah, I'm paying. I don't care. Most likely. I don't want to say most likely, but they don't counter this. Oh, Picklock Prankster. That's fine. So they do get their Squirming Emergence. I mean, that's not great, but even let's say they even dropped, like, a Traxa, right? Let's say they dropped a Traxa. Like, I can still not be blocked, so I don't really care that much. I do care a little. I'll put that away. I do care a little. I don't want to make it seem like, oh, it's just no big deal. Traxa, psh. We got the second Mindskinner. Okay, I thought they were going to probably bounce this to my hand, but that's fine. Look at the top 3 cards of your library, put one of them into your hand, blah, blah. Rush them to the graveyard, but let's see if they can get rid of the Mindskinner, though. Because if they can't, I mean, they're going to get milled for 10. I mean, that's pretty... Prankster, I don't care about a prankster. You think I'm not blocking. You think the prankster is going to do anything to my unblockable Mindskinner? You're out of your mind. So yeah, this is pretty good here, right? I'm just gonna swing. There's nothing really else to do. Got a Squirming Emergence. Don't really care about that so much. Obviously the Overlord is looking pretty good. The only thing is though, we can. It is possible. Let's go and swing in here before we do this. And of course, we're not going to do any single damage. We're not doing any damage, but you see the... And mill 10 cards, baby. The Mindskinner. Let's go. Alright, I'm going to go for the Overlord. Should I actually impend it, though? Because I can flash in the Malcolm this way. The reason I'm doing this is because we can grab a Jace, possibly. Oh, baby! Oh, okay, we're just running hot today. Okay, let's go ahead and get a Jace, because this can grab a Planeswalker, so... Nothing really about it, baby. Looking good. Let's go, Jace. Alright, so I can go for the -2, right? I think we just kind of want the card draw. I don't really care that much. We will be able to draw 3 cards this way, so... God, that was actually just really lucky with the Overlord, snagging that Jace. But that's why I like the Overlord, is because the Overlord can snag Planeswalkers. Honestly, I don't think I even would run the Overlord, the Black Overlord here, if it couldn't snag Planeswalkers specifically. But let's see what they got here. Obviously, I'm not too worried about an Atraxa. Not really. I think it's... There's Atraxa. I'm more worried about the removal that the Atraxa gets. But obviously, we would like to keep it. But I don't see... From their hand there, I don't see any removal. So I don't really care about the Jace. To get rid of the Jace, that's completely fine. You go down to 12. It is what it is. No big deal. Are you talking to my Overlord? I mean, I can't imagine that they're not afraid of the Mindskinner. The Mindskinner... Oh, well... Okay, that's not that bad, though. I mean, what are they going to really do? Like, just... Okay, my Mindskinner still has 7 power, baby. We do not care about the Jace weakening it. Hold on, let me just make sure I'm not making a mistake here. We have the Mind... Oh, wait, hold on. Hold on, I think we're good to go. Because we have the Mindbreaker. I think we're good to go. We go for Bitter Triumph. This is going to be absolutely sick. Okay. Okay, let's go. We're going to kill the Atraxa. Or it doesn't even really matter. I don't think it really matters because our win condition is going to be milling them out. We have just enough for this. Let's discard the Mindbreaker. We're going to discard that. And now we're going to go for the Mindbreaker from the graveyard. Oh, that's so sick. They already know that we're going to... Cheju Cat, hello, hello. We got a Mindskinner, a Jace, a little bit of early interaction. Oh my god, I think this is like a chef's kiss hand here. All right, let's go, baby. Darkslick Shores, looking good. Set the Malcolm. Come on, what could really go wrong here? I got the Overlord. I love the Overlord because it snacks Planeswalkers, man. It's so nice. So nice. Cheju Cat. Kind of reminds me of Doja Cat. Serious Doja Cat vibes. I don't really like seeing the blue there. Never mind, because it resolves anyway. We don't really care. Hopefully we can... This is why I like Malcolm so much. Let's go ahead and see if we can find a land. That is not a land, unfortunately. But we can at least go for the Overlord here. Kind of get a little bit more value, but... Hey, missing a land... Ooh, there's a Jace. We love that. I think we're going to grab the Jace. Obviously, the Mindskinner is wonderful, but we already have a Mindskinner. And I think Jace is still probably just the better option here. Missing out on a land is really unfortunate, though. We could have just dropped the Mindskinner, and that would have been a lot better. Everyone's running Jace today. All right, so we got the Jace going. They mill. Oh, well, I guess I didn't. As long as I didn't have a land on the top, I feel pretty good here. So thankfully, we do have a land. That feels good. And with the Malcolm, I'm not even really tempted to swing in on their face because I'm not going to go for the Mindskinner first. Let's actually just kill their Jace. I think I like that better. So I don't really care about the damage, but now let's drop the Mindskinner, baby. That's right. Now, of course, they could just, like, you know, they could just kill it, but whatever. Let's give them something to worry about. The Mindskinner. This is, I mean, this card is, like, literally, in my, look at the art on that thing. That is one of the sickest cards in all of Duskmourn. It's so nasty. Virtue, sure. Well, let's do it, baby. Let's do it. Let's attack. Is this going to go through? Bang, bang. So it's going to be, what, they mill 12 cards? That's so nice because it just sets up for the Jace so nicely. So let's go for the Jace, and now that they have 20 cards in their I think they have 20, wait, hold on. Let's drop this, Phyrexian Mana, obviously. But it just sets up so nicely. Silver Scrutiny, that's not even a counter spell. Silver Scrutiny, we don't care about that. And, oh, where are you going? Mindskinner, baby. King 9798. How you doing here? How you doing here? Well, let's go ahead and keep this. Like it pretty good here. I'm a little nervous about mono red, but this is exactly why I got the Anoint with Affliction and the Into the Flood Maw. So I do see Ashiok and Jace sleeves, so I don't think our lovely opponent would deceive us, would they? Let's go and drop you down and see what we got. They wouldn't deceive us. I have I think King's pretty honest. I guess not. Okay, well, Heartfire Hero. Should we get into the Flood Maw here? I guess we might as well, right? I mean, really, like, you kind of want to do this, you know, maybe, like, interrupt them, but I think if I'm planning on going in for Malcolm, because you can already see that we're going to be potentially missing our third land drop, so Malcolm alleviates us from doing so. So they go for, okay, that makes the job easier. So really nothing to remove if they're just going to plot it. So we do draw our third land anyway. So I think we're looking pretty good here. So Malcolm draws. We have the Jace, man. It's really close. I can't get rid of any of my removal versus mono red. I think it's going to have to be the Mindskinner. I'm not happy about it, but like, you can make a case to drop the Jace here, but you could definitely make the case to pay the Phyrexian mana. It's just with the show off. If they have like, you know, show off, monstrous rage, any other buff, and then a fling, it's like I can't tap out for that. Like, it's just too scary. So we go for Swifty, sure. I know this seems like pretty nuts, but because I know that they have the Heartfire hero, I'm probably just going to go Shock. Well, I guess that makes sense to get the buff here, but I think I'm going to go for the Bitter Triumph here. And I know seeing paying 3 life is pretty nuts, but I don't really have the luxury of having like cards I can discard. Plus, I know that I want to go for the Anoint with the Affliction on the actual mouse, because the mouse deals damage when it gets exiled. Heartfire hero. So Phantom Interference is okay. And that's actually not really okay. I kind of would really like to get the land. You could definitely make the case that we should just drop the Jace down. I'm starting to feel a little uneasy about that, but another show off. Okay, I guess we might as well counter. Yeah, let's go ahead and get the counter down. We're still gonna take at least another hit here, but we're at 15 life. I can't lie, I don't feel great. Like, we're hanging in there. Okay, 13, no pump spells. That feels good. Darkslick Shores. But now here's the point, man. Like, it's like, I'm going to try it out. Let's go for it. I'm going to do it, yeah. Let's go ahead and pay the Phyrexian mana. Does not feel amazing, but at least we can. I don't even really need to draw right now. I think we're just going to go ahead and put the Heartfire hero on the rocks a little bit. So, -2 power. I don't know how I feel about this. I guess the opponent does have quite a bit of lands here, so Shock. If they do swing in on the Jace, they're not swinging in on my face and on the Poet, and I didn't know it. But I guess it's not really the end of the world. It is the end. Oh, speaking. Okay, well, that was. I guess I'm a freaking fortune teller too. Never mind the Poet, but. All right, so. So uncomfortable here. Hopefully they do try to go for a pump spell. Makes this a little easier. It's not really a pump spell. I guess we'll just go for the Affliction here. I know, I mean, we're getting down to the wire, so we can go for double the end. I mean, potentially if we get another black source, but so if they do have another pump, we go for the end. Oh, we got a Mindskinner, huh? You know what? I could just pass. I think I'm gonna play it. I know it sounds insane, but like, I'm gonna play it. We're gonna at some point we're gonna have to get some board presence down here. I know this is probably I played this whole match kind of crappy, but they only have 1 card left in their hand. Aren't we just kind of banking on it? Like they don't have anything crazy anyway, so not sure how I feel about this. Obviously, we can't go for the end, so we're basically tapping out. 1 card left in the hand, they draw. I'm just trying to think, like, what could they... obviously, they could top deck, you know... I think the card in their hand is a land. That is kind of what I'm saying here. I effectively think they're in top deck mode. Okay, I don't know if that was the land they had, but... And a lightning strike. So they killed a Mindskinner. We could go for the end anyway, so it's fine. Undercity Sewers, let's see what we grab here. But we have the end. Malcolm... No, probably not, right? I mean, I think we're going to be a little bit more picky here, but we do have the end, so I'm sure I've played this a little sketchily. Come on. Blazing, this is actually pretty good. Let's go for the end. I'm going to waste absolutely no time here. They do not get to exile the top card of their thingy, and we're going to go ahead and go and take this. Let's take a good look at the gander of their deck. Nothing too crazy here. We kind of know what to expect, but... Alright, so the end of the Heartfire hero, Blazing Crescendo, goes away. We get the Mindbreaker. Okay, well, the Mindbreaker can't go for the Mindbreaker just yet, so I guess we're just kind of holding on to the end here. Another land that is pretty good, Anoint with Affliction. So we got plenty of removal. Plenty of removal here. So, like, how are we going to get into the Mindbreaker is the problem here. Oh, okay. Surpass. That looks good. I still can't go for the Mindbreaker. We're still at least one land away, so I'm being kind of nervous here, but with Anoint with Affliction and the end, can't be too afraid here. And, oh god, that's actually pretty bad. Oh, that's actually pretty damn bad. We're gonna have to use both points of removal here. Damn. Oh, the Offspring. Not great, not great. Good ban, but this ability, ooh, I don't know about that. Okay. I don't think I have much of a choice here. We're probably just gonna have to go for the end and the Anoint with Affliction. Or maybe at least one. Let's see what they do here. Alright, let's go for the end here. The reason I'm going for the end, let's see what they got in their hand. I guess this will let me kind of take a look here, so make sure we go for the end on the actual creature so that we can steal away a Blazing Crescendo. Alright. Manifold Mouse, Manifold Mouse. Getting rid of those Manifold Mice is very, very nice, though. I think I'm not going to go for the Anoint with Affliction, because I think they probably want to go for the Blazing Crescendo. So, let's do that, kind of interrupt their plans here. Yeah, feels pretty good here. Manifold Mouse are going to go for Double Strike and then try to go for the Crescendo. But we're going to go Anoint with Affliction. And this is so nice because, again, even if they top decked a, like a, you know, Manifest Dread thingy, Turn Inside Out, or a Felonious Rage, we don't care. It's going to get exiled. Oh, okay, I was going to say another one. I guess we'll let that go through. They just want to dig into their deck. Okay, I was going to say, what do they have there? I was like, it's getting exiled, so I'm going to do something crazy here. We're going to go ahead and just create a token. Into the Flood Maw. Again, we have this Mindbreaker. We are a mill deck, but we're just playing like a regular control deck right now. We're trying to get this Mindbreaker out. If we can just break their minds, we'll be... Okay, another land. We're getting kind of fortunate there. We, of course... Another Mindbreaker! Oh my god. You know what? This is kind of crazy. I swear we're a mill deck, but I might just be going for damage. With 2 Mindbreakers, if I can get these resolved, our win condition might just be damage. I might not even be a mill deck. I don't know. Oh, good god. Oh, that was nerve-wracking. That was a long roping nerve-wracking. We get into all these tap lands, but eventually, I promise you, we are going to get into the Mindbreaker. I don't have to worry about swinging in here. We got into the Flood Maw. We don't have to worry about the Offspring Manifold Mouse, so they're not going to have any like 2-for-1s here. That's interesting. So they're going to shock my creature and not my face. That feels extremely interesting. Let's go in for the Mindbreaker. I swear we are a mill deck, but right now it's looking like my win condition is just going to be straight damage. Because 2 swings with the Mindbreaker is actually lethal. Don't even really care about the mill action here. Alright, looking good. We dropped this, and now we can actually go for the Mindbreaker and hold up a Into the Flood Maw. So goodbye, little deck. I swear, we are literally a mill deck. I swear. So, I guess we'll hold... Well, I guess we have the Phantom Interference into the Flood Maw. I guess we could have went for the Mindbreaker. Yeah, wait, I should have just dropped the Mindbreaker and then hit the Flood Maw. That was kind of a mistake there. Emberheart, sure. Sure. Okay. I guess we'll Flood Maw here, or should we not? Maybe we should wait. But 14 cards left in their deck. I don't want to take any damage. I guess, you know what? Let's say no, because we're still safe from Lightning Strike. If I wasn't safe from a Lightning Strike, I would have bounced. But now we're at 4. I think this is probably the best move. Callous Sellsword. That's prowess. Okay. I don't want to take any damage if I can prevent it. So let's see what they dig into, I suppose. Because right now we're presenting lethal. So I guess if it's not like a creature, I don't want to take any damage. Let's not be crazy. Because if they dig into like a Lightning Strike or something, or just a shock, whatever. So they get a birdie. I still can go for Phantom Interference. I really screwed up by not going into that second Mindbreaker. Because yeah, I could have dropped the Mindbreaker and still held up Into the Flood Maw. So I don't know what I'm thinking here. We're being bad. We're being bad. Show off. Okay. I guess I might as well. Right? I mean, I might as well. I would just counter it, get 2. They can still cast everything they have access to right now. but whatever. Yeah, they still have enough to pay for it, but whatever. Okay. Okay, Jace, okay. I told you, hey, remember when I said we are a mill deck? We're not going for lethal here. We're a mill deck. We're a mill deck. Psh, don't worry about it. So despite the sloppy little misplay of not dropping that Mindbreaker here, still think we're fine. Well, I don't think. We definitely won here with the Jace, so depending on what they want to do here, I feel a little dirty because we're just going to drop the Jace after they make... They're going to make a super sweaty decision for no reason, but... Let's go ahead and clank him up, man. GG's. Jace, we'll pay the full 4, and that's gonna be it. But oh, I think we'll just go for let's go for X equals 4 because I want Jace. I want Jace on the battlefield. Jace, you deserve to see this victory. Whew, that was sweaty. Holy flower. Well, holy diva. Let's go, baby. Alright, so we got the Undercity Sewers. We're probably gonna use that unless we're playing against mono red, but I don't think we are. The opponent, Holy Flowers, got the Nashi sleeves. We got Nashi, Searcher in the Dark in our hand. Hopefully we can kind of make use of this. Yeah, I think we'll be okay here. Commercial District. Usually Gruul does not like this color, or like this card, because it's too slow. So it might be like a more big Gruul deck, I guess. I'm a little nervous about getting rid of the Disfigure. This is going to be more of a creature-based deck, but like I need my 3rd land, so I think we'll just pass for now. Yeah, we definitely need to get a land here, so still nothing in a Gruul deck on turn 2, which is a little odd, but so it's either the Nashi or the Overlord. I guess we'll do this, because this has to impend, so like, and we whiffed entirely. Okay, that's not good, but with the impending, I think it's still better to do that. Just because the impending for 5 turns is nothing to sneeze at. That takes a long time to kind of come into fruition. This has got to be more like the, you know, big stomp, like big rampy Gruul, I guess. I don't know. I mean, I really don't know. Could be something I've never seen before. Oh, okay. Well, I've seen that before. Outlaws of Thunder Junction here. Darkslick Shores is pretty nice. I think, I'll cast a Trailblazer A. It's either to go straight in for the Jace, or we can drop the Nashi and hold up the Into the Flood Maw. I think we'll do that, or honestly just Disfigure. But this is a little too tempting. Again, if I had another land, I probably would do so, but you have to get land. You have to get land. That's kind of how you win the game. So I got the Smuggler Surprise, got the Outcaster Trailblazer, or whatever. Whatever. I think we're at least one more... Well, I don't know, actually. Are we one more turn from being able to, like, do something cool? Really want to... Obviously, I've kind of, like, you know, when we made our bed, we got to sleep in. I've really prioritized going in for lands. Can't win with, like, 2 or 3 lands here. Holy Diva. Arduous Charm, really. I mean... Okay, it's fine. I guess I'm maybe afraid of a counterspell. I guess that kind of makes sense. So with Jace here, I guess I have another Jace, but I think I would rather just pump this. Yeah, we'll just pump this. I don't think I really have to get too cute here, so... Should I go for the Underground River? Then I can have Disfigure and Into the Flood Maw, which I think is pretty good. So let's drop our Nashi, Searcher in the Dark, and now we're going to go for the Disfigure on Outcaster Trailblazer, and then Into the Flood Maw on whatever else. So we'll let this resolve, sure. I assume something big and fat and scary is coming. But we got the means to kind of deal with it here. Overlord of the... Okay, so this actually is not as bad as it seems. So I'm immediately going to Disfigure. Yeah, it's going to have to cost us 1, but that's a small price to pay for salvation. Let's get rid of that so that they don't draw with the Trailblazer. And then we can just bounce this, and that's pretty annoying. So see if they kill the Jace. They kill the Jace and not the Nashi. I don't know if that's the right move. It probably is, but it's pretty close. Either way, we're going to go ahead and smack this back to your hand. And that has to be pretty annoying for them. I know it is. So let's go ahead and swing in with our Nashi. Let's see what Nashi searching in the dark. What do we got here? Another Nashi? I guess we'll take the other one. It's value, I guess. Sure, whatever. Undercity Sewers. The Mindskinner, we're keeping that. All right, I will absolutely keep the Mindskinner here. So I guess we could just... 3 times. Nah, we can't really get up to the 20 card mark so that we can draw 3. I think we're just probably gonna go for a more conservative approach here, to be honest with you. So let's just go for the -2. Take our draw, get our lovely Mindskinner in our hand, and then we'll be on our way. Let's see if they can actually hardcast the boiler bill. I don't know how to say that. The boiler maker. Go Purdue. I don't know. Do they not have another land? Oh, they have to impend it. All right, so they impend it and get rid of the Jace, obviously, but impending it is a lot less scary. So get another Mindbender, or Mindskinner, excuse me. Got the Nashi out. I think we'll just swing in first. I'd rather the Nashi deal combat damage. So now we have the Mindbreaker into the graveyard. That is pretty amazing here. I mean, we probably should go for Jace, but I don't know. We'll go for the content. We'll go for the content. Let's just go ahead and drop the Mindbreaker. I keep calling it the Mindbreaker. The Mindbender, the Mindskinner. Damn it. Obviously, they could just kind of pick off the Mindskinner, but they could just pick off Jace too. Whatever. I'm not worried about it right now. I am, definitely aware. They have, like Smuggler Surprise. They've got this, big crazy stuff here. Another one. Oh, that's really unfortunate. Go and get rid of my Mindskinner. We do have another one, but I don't know how we're going to kind of curve out here, so. All right. Do we just go for another one and then maybe just go for Jace? Let's swing in first, because when we get the Mindskinner down, it's going to prevent the damage from Nashi. So let's go ahead and just maybe swing in first. Get our value from Nashi. That seems pretty good. That's a whiff, but now it goes up to a 3. Alright. Well, I already did an attack, so I can't go for the Mindbreaker here. So I can go for the Perfected Mind. A lot of mind stuff here. Mindskinner, the Perfected Mind, and the Mindbreaker. So I think we will do this. We kind of we made our bed. Like I said, we gotta sleep in it, right? So if we got 40 here, maybe I don't know. This is so close. I'm playing real sloppy right now. We're just clicking buttons. Cheers. Come out to play, Jace. Whatever. Give me my card draw. Darkslick Shores, sure. I kind of want to do... I mean, they have 2 freaking Overlords impending right now, so I do kind of want to be fast about what I'm doing. Archer is trying to keep getting rid of my Mindskinner, which is really, really frustrating, but hey, it is what it is. Alrighty. Do we want to go in for the Mindbreaker? I think so. We could do, what, 18? We can mill them 18 damage. Or 18 cards, not damage. Mindskinner's gone. I gotta kind of erase the the damage part from the equation. So I go for the Underground River. I guess I could drop the Mindbreaker and just hardcast it. I could also go for a Virtual Persistence. I don't know. Maybe we just want to get the damage in. No, I don't know, man. This whole entire game has just been like me saying I don't know. Because I don't know. Guess we can say like a Malcolm. Sure, I guess. So we made our bed. As I always say, we gotta sleep in it. Let's drop the Mindbreaker, and I mean, it's not really that bad, though. So, +1, whatever. I am, of course, nervous. I guess we're kind of setting up for a win here. I mean, we have 2 Mindbreakers. Next turn, we'll unearth the other one. And then if they don't get rid of the Jace, we have... Trailblazer, don't care about that. I actually don't care about that at all, actually. Nothing? Oh, I think we're good to go. No, I think we're good to go here. Another Mindbreaker just for fun. But yeah, no. We got it. We got there. It's okay. Hello. Well, I guess we can keep this, right? 2 Mindbreakers. Got a Bear Triumph. See if we can maybe discard it. Swampy. No problem. Kind of a slower start here for us, but nah, we're not worried. Are we worried? No, we're not worried. I'm sure, whatever. I guess we'll drop an island in case we top deck into a Mindskinner. No Mindskinner off the top, that's okay. So I guess we'll drop you, because you can, yeah, it's basically a dual land. As long as you have an island or a swamp, it gives both. And even if you don't, it still gives you a blue, so it's kind of nice. So, alright, looking pretty good here. Missing the land drop is never good for the opponent, but the Malcolm is so nice. The Malcolm lets us drop the Mindbreaker. Nothing. Ooh, so they're down on land here. I would assume if they don't have land, that means they do have removal. They can't. They have to have something in that big hand of theirs. So let's go ahead and flash this in. Whatever. Go for the. Yeah, it is what it is. Not happy about it, but it just is what it is. So. The weirdo in me was thinking, should we Bitter Triumph, discard our Mindbreaker just so that we can unearth it? But I'm like, that's a little too cute. Let's just hold still. Another land drop miss. That's pretty rough on the opponent. The weird thing is like honestly though, like we still have to win. I'm not gonna go for the Restless Reef. No. Let's not do that because I'm assuming they just go for the throat again. Let's keep that. Plus with the Mindbreaker is so nice because it is an artifact. So obviously another one. Yo! Oh my god, what are they getting rid of this time? A Bloodletter of Aquazats. Alright, whatever. Let's go in for the I can never say this, but we're gonna say the Mindbreaker. The Mindbreaker, baby. Let's see if you got like what? Shoot the Sheriff. Sheldred's Edict. Shoot the Sheriff. That's about it, right? For 2? Like what else is there? I guess you could have like what I don't know. I think that's about it. So, oh my god, this is crazy. We're still gonna have to. I mean, they're making it really easy on us. We have another Jace. I think this is just kind of getting out of hand, to be honest with you, but we're still gonna take it. Edict. I guess I could animate the Restless Reef here. Yeah, I mean we could. Let's just we'll hold still. We don't really mind the death just because it can go into the graveyard and we can kind of get it back from the graveyard. And it's really close though. If I didn't have another Mind Breaker, I think I probably would have done the Reef and then we still could have gone in for the Jace and then draw 3 cards. Like now that I think about it, that might have been the move, but I don't know. We'll see.
My home, and I don't appreciate
Lily's gonna hit us. That's probably no problem, right? Yeah, at least they're getting their lands though, because as weird as this could be kind of grindy. So I think when we just go in for double Mindbreakers, we'll go ahead and just try to kill one of the Lily. Again, we're not really focused on the damage aspect, even though 12 damage is, 12 damage, but I still would rather kill the Lily, sure, whatever. And then they're gonna mill their library, what, twice? And we just, hold on, we just win next turn, right? That's really it, yeah, 11 life, or 11, I mean, I guess technically 11 life. 11 cards in their deck here. And we're just gonna go in for the Jace, so wow, yeah. Unfortunately the opponent just had like just absolutely nothing to do, but we have removal. We got removal. I mean, kind of a boring matchup in all honesty, but like, whatever. Unstoppable Slasher, well, guess what, my friend? You are unstoppable. You are very stoppable today. So let's just go for the Jace, and that's just going to be it, man. That's just going to be it. And, of course, just for the style points, we'll go for the X equals 4 here, not 5. We want Jace on the battlefield so that Jace can see the mighty victory. And, yeah, GG's.